Hey guys, so I wish I would have made this video before when my hair looked cute, like it was all up and everything. I just took it down ready to go to bed, and then I'm like, oh, let me make a video because I do that dumb shit. Um but yeah. Basically, if you do things with good intentions, the money will come because it's just karma, it's life. I know my mascara, I was rubbing it off, and I guess I messed up, but whatever. Um, but yeah, if you do things with good intentions, you will make a lot of money because the universe is rewarding you for having a good, kind heart. We were talking about how, like, a lot of these people that come from overseas to buy properties in America, they've done pretty shady stuff to get that money. A lot of these very wealthy people did a lot of shady things to get that money or to keep that money. But when you do things with a good heart and pure intention, like Oprah, then you will reap the benefits. So I just wanted people to know that, like, there's a lot of temptation out there to get what you want. And sometimes what you want isn't what you need, and what you need isn't what you want. But it's important to know that if you do things with good intentions and a pure heart, then everything will fall into place as it should. If you make a decision and you're starting to question, maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, there are no mistakes. There really are none. And what's yours is yours. No one can take away from you. You know, it's interesting because I said that to somebody once, and I just went to I got a Reiki chakra tuning, right? It was awesome. And I drew a card from this angel deck, and it said, what's yours is yours and no one can take it away from you. Actually, I have the same deck that woman had, because, like, I have 17 of them. You see, I don't think you can see. Yeah, I have a lot of them. So I just gotta find the one that she had, and I can show you the card. And at that moment, I knew something was gonna happen, and I was right. Oh, was I ever right? Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm looking for the deck, but it's one of these angel cards. Did I take that with me? Anyway, so yep, that's it. It was this one. Oh. Archangel Oracle cards. It was these cards. And it was, what's yours is yours and no one can take it away from you. Give me a second. Anyway, hi. I I have been going through a lot of things, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, releasing a lot of old beliefs and old wishes and old wants and old desires. And if you're going through this, it's just the universe preparing you for what's yours and what's meant to be yours. I have a friend named, well, you're going to read her book. I think she's writing 2 books. She already wrote one. Her name is Latiqua Williams, and she wrote a book on how to be a kick-ass mom in heels. Something like that. Just write kick-ass mom in heels. And we met at the Women's Chamber of Commerce. They had a 3-day workshop for women women entrepreneurs. It's called We. And we met years ago, and we just hit it off. We were really, really good together. We laughed. We had a great time. And out of everybody that was there, we are still friends. And I just thought it was really interesting because it's been a while since I met someone that I clicked with. And it's been a while. Oh, here it is. Clara something. Since I met another entrepreneur that I could have, like, a conversation with. And okay, let me just stay focused. And like, every time we talk to each other, we help each other move forward, and we get inspired, and things happen. And it's interesting because this person that I knew was coming is one of those people that I would have those like, you can do it too moments, kind of like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everything happens for a reason. You know, it was just divine. But this second time around, I was more hesitant because the last time we hung out, the first time was amazing. And I think I've been holding on to that memory. The second time this person came around was a freaking utter nightmare. It broke me in ways that I cannot share. I have prioritized. Wait, no, that's not it. I've never felt so neglected, rejected, and disrespected in my life when this person came back. And so this third time around, it was something I was looking forward to. But then part of me is like, is that really what you want? Because remember what happened last time? And it kind of messed me up. And I decided that maybe it's not what I want. And I had to make a choice. And the choice I made was to not have this person in my life anymore. But the difference between this time and last time is that this time it was mutual. And so with that said, it was easier to let go because it was mutual. Where before it was like they had not the power, but they made the choice. I didn't have a choice in it. And that really bothered me, you know? And I feel like in all types of relationships and friendships, there should be a choice, you know, and there should be a discussion. And there wasn't. But now there was. So now I'm cool. This camera always makes me look fatter than I am. But I don't know where this is all going. I always get inspired to just make these videos, and then I kind of just take it from there. If it's the last card, I'm gonna lose it. Where? No. I know these are the cards. I have them. I just don't understand where that thing is. Other than that, I was talking to a friend. A lot of women, actually, not a friend. And they were talking about how there was a time where women could not leave their men. And there was a time where a woman didn't have a job or a degree, and she was stuck in whatever relationship she was in. And it's hard to think that or believe that, because we live in a world, in a society where we have so much privilege, and it's so like, we can like, I'm an independent woman, right? I've always been an independent woman. My mom was an independent woman. It's all I know, right? I don't know anything else. Like, I've always worked for myself. I've always had my own money. I can take care of myself. I've never asked a man for anything. Nothing. If I did, I borrowed something and I paid it back. And I guess what I'm looking for is someone who just does nice things for me. Without me asking. Like, just because. Y'all men are lazy. But there was this conversation we were having, and it was basically like, I knew a woman who was in a marriage for 19 years. And I didn't know this until she told me yesterday. And she said the first 10 years, I knew that this is not the person that I wanted to be with. And she's like, but I couldn't do anything because I didn't have the money. I didn't, I had multiple children. And she was really upset. But for 9 years, hold up. Sorry. For 9 years, this woman saved up all of her money. She got a second job. She got a better job. But it took forever. So she's in this relationship for 19 years. And then finally, she's able to buy a house and get out of there. And she's like, and if you think about how long ago that was like 20 years ago. So that was in the 90s, which means that she probably got married in the 70s. So in the 70s and 80s, it was difficult to leave your partner. In the 70s and 80s, you were basically stuck with that person till death do you part. Her friend was telling me that she's been married for 39 years. And there were moments where she wanted to leave. There were moments where they didn't talk. There were moments where, you get so comfortable you don't speak. And I was like, that's so beautiful. She's like, no, it's not. You want to have a conversation. It's boring to be with someone and not speak because you know the person so well. I think that's beautiful, but apparently, she's like, but it's been 39 years. What's the point of getting a divorce? We've been together forever. I get to travel whenever I want. He supports me in whatever it is I decide to do. And it's just what it is. And in the back of my mind, I thought to myself, thank God I never got married. Because I talk to all these people and nobody seems happy. Like, they seem like they're making it work for the children, but not that they're madly in love with each other or care about each other to the degree at which I would think that marriage would entail. And it's like part of the reason that I'm single is because I really believe that I'm supposed to find my other half, like someone. It's not going to be perfect, and I don't mind fighting and I don't mind arguing as long as I know that the person that I'm with is committed, as long as I know that the person that I'm with is all in. It's like all or nothing with me, literally all or nothing. So that's why it's nothing now. So I look at it like either you make a choice to be in a relationship, you choose, like, okay, I choose you, which means that when you're getting on my nerves and things aren't working out, I still choose you. So I know that this is just temporary because at the end of the day, I've chosen you and therefore you and I are going to be together, right? You would think. And other people are like, no, it's not that simple, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? It may not be that simple for you because you're on a different path. But I really believe that when you believe something in your heart and you wholeheartedly, you kind of manifest it. And that I really believe in my soul and my heart that I'm just going to meet somebody one day and they are going to just fit. And maybe I haven't met them, and I know that. Why? I haven't met them because I haven't become the person that I'm meant to be. And when I become that person, I will find that partner. And I just think it's amazing that some people feel so passionately about things. Like, beliefs can change. Beliefs change based on the information you get. You get information and you can change your belief in 2 seconds. You're like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, that changes everything. It does change everything. It changes everything. So with that said, you kind of just, you're malleable. You change, you grow, you metamorphosize, you evolve, you become all those things, right? And I'm like, where is this card? And I think what happens in relationships where people, where the relationship ends is that one of you was growing and the other one wasn't. One of you stayed the same and the other one grew. Sometimes you grow in different directions. Sometimes you change so much as a person that you cannot really understand and or become who you're meant to be while you're still with that person. I think Dion Cole, the comedian, said it best. He's like, we all are at different levels. And he's like, some of y'all married somebody at a level that you should have been passing. Right? And then I felt like the preacher came out. He's like, y'all don't hear me. He was like, some of y'all, he didn't say that, but that's just like what it felt like. He's like, so you met somebody at a certain level. You fell in love and you married them. but you weren't supposed to marry them. You were just supposed to meet them, do whatever, and then move on to all these other levels. But because you met them and you got married, this person wasn't going anywhere. They were stuck on that level. They weren't trying to change. So now here you are, stuck on that level with that person, and you're miserable. What you need to do is say, this is great, I'll be back, and then keep on living your life. And when I heard that, I thought about a lot of things. And when this situation / opportunity came up, I just thought to myself, I don't want to get stuck on this level. Like, I know that this might be the opportunity that I've been looking for. Maybe I'm going to learn a lot. Maybe things will happen. Maybe I can actually move forward, and we could change things. But there was something in my soul going, you just need to keep going. Like, you cannot stop. You cannot get distracted. You just got to keep going. So I am going to pursue this idea of what I believe I'm supposed to be doing. And you're going to hear about it because I'm going to keep it to myself for a little bit. I met somebody today that is willing to do all of my marketing and assemble a team to help me with this idea that I have. And if it does go the way that I envision, you will be hearing a lot from me and of me. So that would mean that I made the right decision, because I would have needed to be free of all distractions. I weighed out what I thought, and I realized that sometimes you don't need closure. I thought I needed closure, but I didn't, because I was right about the second time, and I was right about the reactions, and sometimes you don't need closure. Sometimes you just need to move the fuck on and live your life and live your truth, and pray that the other person finds their way and finds joy and happiness, which is what I've been doing this whole time. All I did was like hope and wish that they find love and joy and the family they deserve and everything. But some people, they're just not meant to be in your life. And I think it's a hard lesson to accept. But I think when you accept it, which is something that I did, you feel like a weight come off your shoulders. Like, I was able to sit there and be like, I released these pounds of pain. I released these beliefs that weren't mine. I release anything that doesn't belong to me. Like, it was easy after that, but before that, it wasn't. And I don't know if it was because I went to that chakra healing balance class. That was like the week before this happened. And then that same day that this happened, I went to Awaken, which was a festival for like holistic healers and everything. I had my aura reading. I got this massage. Like, I felt the energy healing me and loving me. I was drawn to things that started a new beginning. I was drawn to things that were saying that, I need to clear my conscience and my aura. I was given signs and symbols that I need to move forward in life. My heart chakra is open. I can't get distracted. I was just happy and full of energy. And then that night I get an email and I'm like, am I getting this email because I'm trying to be distracted? Am I getting this email because we're finally vibrating on the same frequency? Am I getting this email for other reasons? I didn't get the email till the next morning, so I didn't reply at night because I didn't know. But then I had to make a choice, and I didn't want to rush into anything because my initial instinct was just buy the fucking ticket. It's like the Bronx Tale. It's the cost of finding out the truth. It's either the cost of closure or the cost of getting this person out of your life, And then ego kicked in, and I was like, I'm not buying nobody a ticket. Like, I just went to Florida. It's December now, right? And this happened in November. I just went to Florida in August to celebrate a surprise party for a friend and to visit my friend Latiqua. I bought my own ticket. Then my friend had her first solo performance in Atlanta. I flew down there for just 2 days, for one night actually, and one night, and I left the next day. And I bought my own ticket. Then I saw a post that my friend put on Facebook. We started chatting. I hadn't talked to her in years. And I was like, we should hang out. I was like, I'll come visit. Because she has kids. I bought my own ticket. So when I got an email from someone and they were like, buy me a ticket, I'm like, why do I need to buy you a ticket? You should come of your own volition. It should be your own choice and your own free will. Why do I need to buy you the ticket? I'm a woman. I work like a dude. I work hard. My money is mine to spend the way that I choose. Don't tell me how to spend my money. You know what I mean? And even if you came at me and you're like, I don't have any money, I'll be like, you know what? Get on TaskRabbit and make that money, because I make my money, and I don't ask anybody for anything. So why are you asking me to buy you a plane ticket? I just don't get it. And maybe it's because I'm so independent and I don't rely or depend on people. You know, and some people say it's a good thing, some people say it's a bad thing. I really don't know, and I really don't care. I just know what I know, and I know how I live my life, and that's that. But I don't know. So I'm just making this video. I'm ranting and babbling. I probably won't post this. If I do, I'd be surprised. But I'm gonna find that card. Okay, bye.